Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me here at the Galaxy with God Love Notes. Of course, I really want to thank you for being a part of my journey, a part of my family, a part of this whole tribe. I really appreciate you, one and all. All right, I'm going to be doing a general reading for all signs. Keep in mind, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Please use your discernment, take what does, and please leave the rest. All right, Holy Spirit, what's the message you have for the collective energies, please and thank you. Please guide us, Holy Spirit, remove any negative energies. I pray you ask for guidance, discernment, and clarification. Okay, thank you. All right, collective. You could have withdrawn yourself from someone or something that possibly had you isolated or feeling withdrawn for a very long time. You are looking at this situation now with a clear headspace. Whatever had you bound or feeling as if you weren't worthy, you're now able to see through the fog. You now feeling better off, alone, loving on yourself because you now realize the beauty that you have within you. You no longer crave for other people's validation. Whatever had you withdrawn for a moment, this taught you a lesson of self love. This was a lesson that you were supposed to learn because maybe over time or at some point you maybe underestimated who you were. So it feels as if the divine wanted to show you who you really are. They could have withdrawn you from people or situation or things that meant a lot to you. You are now happy. I just had three cards. You are now happy within yourself, just being with your own energy, in your own energy, not wanting to incorporate other people's energy with yours. You are now seeing the beauty that you emanate. Other persons possibly were seeing it, but they wanted to disguise you or wanting you not to be able to see whatever this was. But you have seen things in a different perspective. Your eyes are clear. You're now able to see through everything that was blocking your vision of your own beauty. Anything else? Yeah. Something had you very exhausted, feeling depleted over time. This feels like a gradual process that it was eating you from within. You not seeing who you are. This create a lot of pain for you. You feel drained going through this journey alone, feeling isolated, not sure what direction to turn. But now you are releasing all that negative feeling, negative energy, or negative way of thinking. You're letting go of this. You're releasing, you're moving on, you're walking away something, but you're not staying in the same place that had you isolated at one point. Anything else? What's this beauty card? Yeah. So because you know your worth now that you were by yourself alone, you now see the value in self. You now see the value in loving you. You could have spent most of your life loving people, giving everything you got to the point where you shortchange yourself so many times. But now you're no longer in that energy. It feels as if you've learned your own self love. You're learning how to care for you. Now you're pushing away things or people that was meant to have you feeling depressed. You're now escaping from this maybe negative mindset or negative people who could have withdrawn themselves from you. You are now being happy, single. wanting to be by yourself, loving yourself, you've gotten the lesson. And it feels as if the divine want to teach you a lesson of self-care and self-love, self-appreciation, because you put so much energy in others and not putting that same energy into yourself. The divine wanted to teach you a lesson to say, hey, you spend so much time helping others, even people who don't even mean you the best, of course, but you still help. So listen, this is your time. This is your time to shine. I'm going to be teaching you a lesson, releasing anything that exhausts you, and try to be in your own energy. You could be an empath, so you easily absorb other people's energy. So for you to learn how to let go, let God, and try to work on yourself from within to see the beauty, your kind heart that you really have towards others. God wanted you to see everything. So He placed you somehow in isolation where you can stay there and learn. This feels like also my energy. This feels like some of the things I've been through. Yeah. I have soulmate. Yeah. So you could have a deep connection with someone collective. But at this point, someone is really obsessed with you, or you could be the one obsessing about someone. What's this obsession? Yeah. Someone who is obsessed with you is maybe who was hot and cold with you. So this it feels as if someone very close bond, someone you had a connection with, or you reunited with at some point. The fact that you've walked away, someone is looking at you from a distance and loving you. But when you were in their life, they maybe treated you like you weren't important to the point where you had to withdraw all of your energy and put it back into yourself. This person was really hot and cold towards you. So you could have been depressed by this, but the decision was made. You've made a final decision not to deal with this person or this situation anymore. Anything else? All right, yes, intuition. At one point, you possibly were having mixed signal about a situation. You weren't sure how to figure out this person if they're really genuine or not. This person could have had you messed up mentally, not sure if you were right or wrong or which way to turn, but you've seen things differently. You've seen things in a different perspective because now you're using your intuition. Your intuition chips in, and you're now able to understand from the heart. You have this inner knowing. Something is revealed to you, as I said. You have a different perspective as to what this is or what life is all about, how people behave. This person could be the ugliest person in terms of their energy or in terms of how they treat people. You could have seen this person as being very ugly now, but they still look at you as being so beautiful, very graceful, very kind hearted. Someone is now hurting. It feels as if I have commitment coming up in the reverse. So you were supposed to be committed to someone or someone committed to you, but instead, because of their hot and cold energy, the way they treat people or the way they treated you, you no longer want to be committed to someone who possibly hurt you because you're now able to use your intuition to interpret people's energy even without words. You're able now to understand who they are, and you feel as if you connected to the divine somehow with you using your intuition. It's like a heart song. You know when to move, you know when to dance. Yeah, you could have had a telepathic communication with this person. So you are reading their mind, they're reading yours because, as I said, This is really a close bond that you share with someone. Someone is actually reading your heart and you are reading theirs. Mm. Anything else? Yep. Yeah, someone could have been very shocked by the fact as to how you just walked away, not trying to defend yourself or even wanting to defend your territory, not wanting to put any more effort into loving someone, no more effort into wanting to figure out what went wrong, or yes, you're no longer talking, possibly, but someone is thinking that one day you might open up and be able to speak with them. Yeah, this person was influenced by other things, people or situation that now they realize no is not what they were hoping for. Whatever they were hoping for is that it turns out to be an illusion. It was not something that they needed. At one point, they feel as if this was something that they wanted, but someone manifested the complete opposite of what they think they wanted. Mm, yeah, and this sounds like they're going through some emotional storm. Whatever they manifested in their life doesn't feel like something positive. Someone manifested instability, turmoil, affected by something or someone, but they are not happy, not projecting this energy out into the universe, but this is what I'm feeling. Someone turned their back maybe on you, a close bond, someone who they were supposed to be committed to. It doesn't have to be a relationship, this could be just a friendship. But someone realized they went in the wrong direction. Wherever they walked towards, it feels as if this person believed they were walking towards sunflower, something that would make them happy, but instead what they walked towards was emotional storm. They went in the opposite direction of their happiness. Final price to close the reading. Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. So whatever they were walking into, that was just fantasy. Yeah. It was just an illusion, as I mentioned before. Yeah. So now you could be broken. As I said, if this person could have walked away from you, but now you were broken initially, but now someone else is in the same energy that they left you in. Now someone is broken, feeling broken hearted, destroyed by whatever they walk towards, affected. This person, what is affected? Yeah. I'm not getting a positive energy here. Someone could be affected by forbidden things, forbidden people, situation, or they're affected by their non-committal ways. This person have really high energy for intimacy. Yeah. Someone was devoted to someone else, but it feels as if this person was stringing you along, wanting to have their cake and eat it too. So they realized wherever they went, it was only supposed to be you. And wherever they went, in their lustful energy, someone is affected by something. Something, someone is not in a really healthy energy right now, maybe physically, spiritually, emotionally, but someone is not healthy. And they're wanting you to believe, they could even be hiding this from you, but someone wants you to believe that whatever happened between you and them was a complete mistake. This person is very prideful. I have the lion here, very arrogant, very prideful. As I said, this person could be hiding secrets from you that they're affected by wherever they went. Someone is affected by low energies or people who they were supposed to believing that they were trusting, but these persons were very deceptive. Hmm. They have people of different caliber, people who they entertain of low vibration. The word affected here on the card is telling me so many other things, but someone is affected by something. So if I were you, collective, and you were supposed to talk back to this person, I'll be very careful as to be with them intimately. Someone is affected by something, and this is wherever they went. Possibly they weren't affected while they were talking to you, even though they could have had the person. But this person that they were hiding from you would have had someone else, and whatever situation is, someone is, or both of them is affected by something. And this doesn't feel like a positive energy. So now someone is really in their emotion. Someone is hurting deeply. Someone is now realizing how important the relationship that you and them share should have been. But someone is now wishing and hoping that they were better towards you because now they know your value. They know who you are. They know you are supposed to be soulmate, but someone treated you like you weren't anything. They walked away from you just to fulfill their curiosity, to fulfill their, you know, sexual desires, and now coming out as being affected by something. Someone needs to go and check their health. Not sure what's happening. Someone needs to check their health. Yeah. Someone is so sorry. Someone is really apologetic. They want to return. Yeah. What's this card? Why do they want to return? Hmm. Ah. Someone wants to return, but they're coming out as being very bitter. Someone is angry. They could even be angry at you, but even angrier with themselves, knowing that they should have known better because wherever they went, thinking this was going to bring them happiness with the sunflower, it turns out to be misery. It turned out to be left in deep emotional thoughts. Pain could be physical pain, could even be sick. So this person is now at a breaking point, locked and left in their own victim mentality, feeling as if they have come up against their own self. Someone feels as if the choice they made actually put a death or an ending to something that they really wanted to create. Knowing that them wanting to be with you now is not going to ever be possible because wherever they went now seal their faith for them having to stay where they are. Yeah. Anything else to close on today? I do not. It's long already. Anything else? Final card, maybe two cards. What's gonna be the outcome? Any guidance? Anything we need to know? Two cards, please. Confusion. So someone is so confused. This person is so miserable in their own skin. Someone is not well. And this is the reason this person is coming out confused. Now they're figuring out that they made an error, they made a mistake. They were supposed to be with you, but they push you away to be with someone else, and now wherever they went, their faith has already been sealed. Yeah. Final card. I asked for two. I got just one off so far. One more card, please. One more card. Yeah. I have silence, so someone is so confused, isolated by themselves, not wanting to speak, hiding from people, just in their own misery, in their own negative mindset. But someone sealed their faith wherever they went, and it's not in a very positive way. As I said, someone needs to go check their health. This is coming out as someone being even frozen. can't believe why this is happening to me, but they know why someone was just in their low vibration for too long and end up making the wrong choice. So my suggestion, collective, if you should ever have to go back to this person in a very intimate way, well, everybody has their free will. I would recommend you protect yourself. So, collective, thank you so much for joining me here at the Galaxy with God Love Notes. If the reading resonates, please let me know by commenting down below, liking, sharing, or even subscribing. Thank you so much and good night.